Hi everyone, it's me Gigi. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do part 3 for this very second time. I actually had filmed it yesterday and I was really super excited the way I had filmed it, and when I went to go turn off my video I realized there was no video. Well, there was, but it was for about a minute and a half. So I did everything I wanted to do for part 3 yesterday. So I'm going to have to show you again. So let's get started. What I wanted to show you is I decided I'm going to do my Alter JJ from TaylorMadeJournals, A Cinderella Story. So this is her digital. It's all here. And I ended up cutting it, and I have all these little parts here. So this is all the digital that I cut up, and that's what I'm going to end up using. But I'm going to show you what I started yesterday and just retrace all my steps. So what I said was, I'm not doing the outside yet. What I am going to do is just distress it. So I have Tim Holtz Vintage Photo Distress ink, and I just got it and put some on my brush and I just rubbed it. The reason I'm doing that is to soften the green, to make it more a little bit, to make it look a bit more vintage. And that's what I was showing yesterday as I was filming. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use for the outside, but I did know that I wanted to really either grungy it up, vintage it up, whatever you'd like to call it. And I just went around and around. And you could put as much as you want, as dark as you want, as light as you want. And I did it in the inside. So how's everyone doing? I had been a bit under the weather, and I just was not feeling up to filming anything. So I did the same with the front part in the inside. Then what I did was I got myself some scrapbooking paper, and it was actually this way. And what I did was I got my glue, and this is the first page, okay? The book and the page. But what I recommend that if you want to, and this is trial and error, what I noticed is that this page is smaller than this. But I still think it came out right. There's no right or wrong. Anyway, so what I did was I got my paper, I got my glue, and I'm just showing you because I've already done it. I went ahead, put glue all over here, nice thin layer. I put a little bit here too. I got my paper. I didn't cut, I didn't measure, I just put it right on top like this. So in other words, my paper was just like this. Then I flipped this part, and actually I did use this, and I went back and forth, back and forth. I went in here, and I actually tore in here. You could see where I tore it with the washi tape afterwards, and I'll explain what it is that I did. So I was going with the glue, gluing this part down. I smoothed it as much as I could, and that's when I realized, oh, yeah, this page is shorter than that. But I still went ahead and just did it that way. Then I got my scissors, And I didn't have to trim here or, well, actually I didn't have to trim here. I did have to trim here because it's shorter. And then I trimmed around here. I trimmed it. I trimmed here. And here, instead of using the scissors, you could see how it's jagged. I just tore it down and tore it off. So that's how I did this. But I ended up with a hole right here. I tore my paper. I had a little bit too much glue. You don't need that much glue. And I decided to get a washi tape. And this just happens to pretty much just blend in there. And I got it to cover it. But just as I was going down, I went to go lift it. This is some strong washi tape because it tore my paper right there. But I'm okay. I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm good with that. Then, this was really rough. I decided to get an old file and just file it down. And it just worked perfect. You can go across this way. And I think it's perfect. If you don't like it, just get some your antique photo, vintage photo, distress ink and just go over it. So that was what I did yesterday. And that is my page right here. Okay. I'm going to figure out what I want to put here. I had thought maybe I wanted to use, I had seen what I wanted to use. There's so many, I had thought about this because I like how this starts off as a, like kind of a fairy tale story with all the flowers. And I was thinking of putting this here. I just have to do something for the background. I don't know if it's going to be a collage or what. But that's my next step. I think I'm going to do that for part 4. And then what I did was, on the Digi, this one came, this part here came like 2 pieces, like folded, like this. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So it comes like this. And I decided to get it. I put this paper underneath it. And you can tell it's not even perfect. It's not done perfect. And I glued it on here. So there's my cover. And then I added a couple of sheets of coffee dyed paper. And then this is, I want to call it saran wrap, but not the saran wrap, the other one, like the baker's cookie sheet type. And I had baked it one time with a little bit of the cup tea. And this here is actually, Mod Podge. I put a little bit there. So now I made this into a little booklet. Here I added a little drop, and I put a little drop of the liquid pearl. And then I decided I would put a little bit of this. This is called gold. It's Prisma glitter. This is really old. At $2.99, you know I've had this for a while. I put a little sprinkle there, and that's for the fairy godmother's wand. So this will be a little booklet now. You know, you can write notes, whatever, in there. I had this little piece of ribbon, and I decided that I was going to tie it up. But the one thing that I had started to do is I decided to get a piece of lace, and I have it here, and I'm going to glue it down. So let me get my piece of lace. I know I saw it. There it is. So I'm going to do this little piece right here. And yes, it's a little bit bigger, and that's okay. I usually like to leave that a little bit longer. And I think I'm going to use the best glue ever. I like this glue because it's really sticky. And this is not open. Okay, let's open this. Oh, it is open. Oh, that's so bizarre. It's open, but it's on here. Okay. Then maybe it's not meant for me to use it today. Maybe I will have to use this one here. So I'm gonna go across. I just thought I'd put a little piece of lace here. I think I'll do it this way. I think I might just do it on the edge. I was going to fold it over, but I think I'll do it like this. Okay. Oops, I hope I didn't take it too far out of the camera. Sorry about that. I'll put a couple of drops here. Glue that down. A couple of drops here. Glue it down. There we go. So now we're going to let that dry. And we have a booklet. And that's going to go in one of the pockets that are in there. So we'll just let that dry. And I had also thought I would add a couple of like pieces of lace in here. So I have this little piece of gold lace here. I like that. Use whatever you have. Just snip away. People sometimes ask, like, do you have to use lace? No, you do not. If you like it, use it. If you don't, then don't use it. Some people don't like cutting their lace up. I don't mind. You get some extra pieces out of there. So, let me see. I know this is a little big, but I just love the gold. Let's see. Come on, my Tim Holtz scissors. Help me. Okay, here we go. I hope everyone's doing well. I heard about the storm that's going to be hitting or has hit. I hope everyone's keeping safe. There we go. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love things like this. Let me see. Do I want it sticking out that way? Do I want it sticking out this way? Do I want it a corner? I think I do like that. I think I might just put it here. Wait. I think I like it toward the back. Too much in the front. Let's try it. If you don't like it, you take it off. Let's see. We just glue some little pieces like this. You can make it smaller if it's too big. Remember, have fun with it. add pieces. There you go. And I think what I might do, see, I like that. Okay. And then afterwards, we'll put a little ribbon or something. I might not put the whole ribbon on here. And for this, I will cut straight down. There we go. There we go. If you like to leave the threads, leave the threads. If not, cut it like I did in the bottom. So that's that. Okay, we'll put this away. Put that away. Put a needle in here. Actually, it's a pin. But I like, you add a pin, you know, with little charms or something, and it'll keep your glue nice and without getting it all dried up. So I will put that to one side. So now the other thing I did was, this is with regular paper, excuse me, printer paper, and this is a little bit harder. It's not really a cardstock because it's not that hard, but it's a thicker weight. And I like that she has little dress-up clothes. I still want to cut this out a little bit through there, and I'm going to cut this part. I just doesn't really need such a big neck right there. Maybe just cut a little bit underneath it. Anyways, so I ended up getting this, and what I did was I folded it and I distressed it along the edges. I distressed it everywhere. I printed this here so it looked like an invitation to Cinderella, and of course her stepsisters, because they got the invitation. And this is the way it was. And what I did was I folded it and folded it and folded it and folded it. I want to get some wax, and I do want to put a little wax stamp here. But I just thought this would be perfect, and this is also going to go, I think this, since it is the invitation, it's gonna have to go probably in here. And I think here I'm gonna have to find pictures of the sisters and Cinderella. So I'm gonna put that there. So that's that for part 3. I should show you a little bit more, but that's all I had planned for yesterday. And I'm sorry it's taken me long to do this, but like I said, I was a bit under the weather, but I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna show you what I will be making here, and we'll do it together. And I kind of like this. This card entitles "The Recipient to One Sweet Kiss from the Sender." The sender would be Cinderella. We'll just have to figure out how we're going to do this. But come back. We will be doing number 4. I'll get into a little bit more details. I'm going to look for some more scrapbooking paper to mix in here, some music sheet paper, and then we'll go along. Thank you so much. Make sure you click subscribe, that you like and you subscribe. And I look forward to everyone else's altered journal.